Most of you have probably memorized the Pythagorean theorem in school, but nobody showed you why it's true. In this video, we will go over 5 different proofs of the Pythagorean theorem. Firstly, we have rearrangement, then Garfield's trapezoid, then similar triangles, then Euclid's windmill, and finally Bhāskara's dissection. For the first proof, we'll start by creating a square with sides a plus b. Then we'll arrange 4 congruent triangles each with legs a and b. Since each of the triangles has hypotenuse c, the tilted square in the middle has area c squared. Rearranging these triangles, we get 2 rectangles each with area a times b and 2 squares, one with area a squared and one with area b squared. Taking a look at both versions of the same shapes, we can see that the total area of the large square is a plus b squared. This same shape also has area of the sum of the 4 triangles, which is 4 times a times b over 2, plus the tilted square in the middle with area c squared. These are 2 ways to measure the same area, so they must be equal. Expanding algebraically, we get a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals 2ab plus c squared. Subtracting 2ab from both sides, we get a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And hey, that's the Pythagorean theorem. Our second proof, which was discovered by James A. Garfield 5 years before becoming the US president, involves a trapezoid and a clever trick. Arranging 2 triangles as such and connecting 2 of the vertices, we create another triangle with legs both c. If we use the formula for the area of a trapezoid, which is height times a plus b over 2, since the height of this trapezoid is a plus b, we can substitute that in for the height, and we have a plus b times a plus b over 2. We can also find the area of the same shape by adding up all of its counterparts. We add 3 triangles, 2 of them with area a times b over 2, and the third with area c squared over 2. Set both of these equations equal to each other, expand once more, subtract like terms from either side, and multiply both sides by 2. We once more arrive at the Pythagorean theorem. For our third proof, we start with a triangle with sides A, B, and C. We then drop an altitude from the right angle to the hypotenuse. This altitude splits the hypotenuse in 2 sides, P and Q. We then examine the similarity present between the triangles. Since all these triangles are similar, we can form the ratios A over C equals P over A. If we multiply either side by the denominators, we get a squared equals c times p. The second ratio is b over c equals q over b. Multiplying out the fractions once more, we get b squared equals c times q. Adding both equations together and factoring out a c from the right-hand side, we get a squared plus b squared equals c times p plus q. Since p plus q equals c, we can plug that back in to get a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Our fourth proof, Euclid's windmill, starts with a right triangle with sides a, b, and c, where each side has a square. We can drop an altitude from the right angle extended through the square on side c. This splits the square into 2 rectangles, R1 and R2. Through some area-preserving transformations, we can map our 2 smaller squares on the larger one. Since these transformations only consist of either shearing or rotation, they do not affect the base length or height, thus preserving the area of the shapes. The area of R1, which is equal to a squared, equals c times p, while the area of R2, which is equal to b squared, equals c times q. Adding both equations together, we get a squared plus b squared equals c times p plus c times q. We can then factor out the c from the left-hand side of the equation, and we are left with a squared plus b squared equals c times p plus q. Since p plus q equals c, we can substitute that back in and we get a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Our fifth proof, Bhāskara's dissection, begins with a square with side length c made from the hypotenuses of the triangles. This leaves a smaller square in the middle with side length b minus a. The total area of the square is c squared, which we can set equal to the sum of the area of the four triangles, which is 4 times a times b over 2, plus the area of the square in the middle, which is b minus a squared. Expanding this, we get c squared equals 2ab plus b squared minus 2ab plus a squared. Canceling out like terms in the right-hand side of the equation gives us c squared equals a squared plus b squared. This is yet another proof of the Pythagorean theorem. These were just 5 different ways of the over 300 total discovered methods to prove the Pythagorean theorem, showing that many paths can lead to the same exact destination. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to help spread this to others.